Welcome to the show, paranormal parley, chat to make you glow, talking food and sometimes rude, however the live stream rolls. Amazing mods with lightning rods to keep out all the trolls. Fantastic.
Hello. Right, I've changed everything around on my desk, which is confusing me. Does not feel natural. There we go, there's music. See who's in. Pretty hard. I've had my power nap. John Boy's live all morning. Power nap after. It's a bit loud. Oh, very loud. That's better. Okie dokie. This is the top of the chats. See who's here. Let's start with Carla. Hey, Carla. How are we doing, sweetie? Hope you're okay. Everybody can relax. I've got hot coffee. Just made it. Hello again, John Boy. Missed your live yesterday because I was literally asleep until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd been up for most of the night, but I was in there this morning. Cynthia, 9 months. YouTube, baby. Coffee and cinnamon rolls. Oh, I've got the coffee. I've got snacks, but nothing like cinnamon rolls. Nothing like cinnamon rolls. Hello, Anne. How are we doing? How are you doing, darling? Betty in the house. Just waiting for them to come out of the oven. Kind of cheated this time, though. I let Pillsbury make them this morning. That little boy sure knows how to bake. I'm not a baker. I've never been very good at baking. Good cook. Crap baker. So if I do have to do anything like that, then yeah. You know, ready-made pastry and all that crap. I do pretty good shape cakes. Done them for quite a few years for friends and stuff. But I just buy the cake and then carve it and do it that way. Still looking forward to your next roast video. Yes, that's going to be Justin. I need to get the magazine sorted first, and then he's fair game. And actually, because there's been a delay, partly because I'm really crap at the minute, but because there's been a delay, I just get more and more material. Each and every time I see him, coffee and Krispy Kreme donuts ready. Sandra, do you know what? I'm sitting here with my pathetic, well, they're not pathetic, I like them. I've got fig rolls, chocolate digestives. But oh, that coffee's going cold. Nothing special. You know how to get ready. Caroline in the house. Hello, darling. Betty's got, what's that, coffee and a donut. Ooh, donut sounds good. The coffee I can afford. Yeah, I've taken the buy me a coffee down. You guilted me there. I know the feeling. I'm still drinking. I'm saying cheap coffee, but God, coffee's I don't know about you guys in Oz and America, etc., but our coffee's expensive at the minute. Even for the instant stuff. Well, I suppose, and especially when you drink as much as I do, but the village you sat in yesterday is stunning. Having it close must be nice. Yeah, it's actually the town I live in, Alnwick. It's the town centre. It's it's the main large town in the area, but the town centre is very small, almost village. And because it's old, well, most of the town's old, but the town centre is pretty much all old buildings. So, and where I was sitting, it's the alternative route for me going up to the supermarket, and I like it because I like sitting in that little area that I was sitting in the vlog. But the trouble is, it's en route to the castle and stuff like that. So in the summer, I haven't really been sitting there because too many people. But I sat there. I did the vlog and then I literally sat there for about an hour on the phone. It was lovely. I thought, well, I'm not even going to start walking because we've got the houses at the back of us are being refurbished, so it's noisy sitting in our garden. So I'll just sit here. The weather was gorgeous, and I'll be honest, I haven't been outside in 4 or 5 days, I don't think, which is bad, I know, but I just can't take it at the minute. Piss moan. Pinky in the house. I love having one to park on my doorstep, and no, it's great when you've got stuff on your doorstep. I'm so missing the car. I've got to try and get a car again next year because I am missing so much stuff around here, including, especially in the tourist season, because I know some beautiful spots that nobody knows about. And I haven't been for so long. But I need a car to get there because you can't even get a bus. There's very few buses around here. Got kidney stone. Oh no! I don't actually have kidney stones. I've had a kidney infection. That was bad enough. I have had gallstones, but they went away. They were small enough to go away on their own. But oh, that's painful. That's painful. Great vlog. Thank you. Thank you, Peachy. I want to, because this weather does help me, because it's cooler. It does help me with walking, so I do want to do another vlog for Patreons in the next day or two. If I'm up to it tonight, I'll do it tonight, but it depends how I feel after the live. 8mm kidney stone. Oh. Pop in the house. So in the chat already. 6mm, 3mm one. One came out, but still, like, it's, yeah. I have to say I haven't had kidney stones. I've had a kidney infection. I remember I walked into the common area when I was at uni, holding my side, complaining about a bad back. Bestie said to me, "You haven't got a bad back. You've got a kidney infection." I accused her of giving me a kidney infection because I thought it was a bad back. It's only about 24 hours, but yeah, painful. So kidney stones, I can't even imagine. Too big to pass there to put stent in running from my kidney to my bladder. I had 7 weeks. Holy moly. Holy moly. Oh, I can't imagine that. No. Like, oh, in the house. My voice is going, so. Oh. Crackly. We're a bit crackly today. All right, party people. Hey, Sponge. How we doing? Sponge spent the morning keeping John Boy right in his chat. Just had to take breakfast out of the oven. See, I just had cereal. I don't even normally have breakfast. You know, anytime I'm watching John Boy's Live, I end up being hungry. He starts talking food. Oh, hiccups. Sorry. Love this music. Oh, is that the intro? I've gone back to the original. I'm not happy with the new one. What I might do with this original is just replace one or two of the animations. Just so used to the old song. I'm picky. I know, I'm picky. Grow in the chat. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Look forward to get my new coffee mug. It should be alright. I mean, touch wood, I've never had a problem with people complaining about spread shop and delivery, etc. So, do want to get some new mugs on there, some new merch. The drop bear design's ready. I just haven't processed it yet to put it online. Sarah, I thought you meant made cakes of the shape. That'd be an easy one. No, I've done all sorts, done dolphins, dragons, stuff like that. But I just buy the cake. Because birthday cakes, they're usually birthday cakes, and birthday cakes generally are they're kind of the central party piece rather than, I mean, they're all edible, but they're for show. So Krispy Kreme, I know. Krispy Kreme hit the spot. I don't know. Coffee's expensive, is it? It's I mean, the brand I buy, in the space of, I don't know, probably not much more than a year, has gone up £3 or gone up $5. It just seems to keep going up every time I go in. I try and keep an eye for when it's on offer, which they do occasionally. So when it's on offer, I tend to stock up. $25 for really? I mean, I can get some really good ground coffees here. I do have a cafetiere, but they have to be treated because I mean, they're delicious. One of our local places actually makes its own coffee. The shop I've talked about in the past with the local liquors in, the company that runs that, who makes some of those liquors, does make its own coffee. It's Lindisfarne Coffee, and it is delicious. But it has to be treat coffee. I couldn't afford to be drinking it like all the time. The 1450 Nescafe Smooth. Wow, I think that's more expensive than us. That's probably about the same. But I keep hearing about Bones Coffee. I might have to do some. I might have to do some little sneaky coffee tests. Try different ones. I don't have a grinder at the minute, so it have to be sort of ground stuff. But when I was in, I think it was when I was in York, and I used to just get the beans. I loved that, but switch back to Starbucks French roast. See, I'm not trying their French roast, but I'm not a Starbucks fan of their coffee. Certainly not the stuff they sell in the shop. You just get when you go in. Never been a Starbucks fan. Yeah, there you go. It's just, and I want to, because I know it's they advertise it as fair trade, but I just don't like the coffee. I prefer Costa. I like Costa coffee. That's not cheap either. I've got a 6-pack, so I'm sure I can spare one for your sponge. Don't fall for it, sponge. Sure says that. I'll give you one, Sarah. I'll give you through the internet. Tesco have Taylor's ground coffee on offer too for. I like Taylor's. What I like about Taylor's, because I sometimes, if I buy Taylor's and I get that offer, actually we haven't got Tesco's here, but they'll do it in Morrison's as well, is because I can't remember what the coffees are called, but there's one that's like a breakfast coffee, which is nice and mellow, and there's one that's much stronger. You can get different ones. Mix and match. In the morning, I'm not picky if I've run out. To be honest, I'm not, as long as I've got coffee in. The only coffee I don't like, sorry Sandra, I can't bear Nescafe. I haven't had it in years. And what's the other one I don't like? Oh, we have a company called Rington's. It's a local company that does cakes and biscuits and stuff, and their instant coffee is disgusting, which really annoys me because one or two of the cafes use Rington's coffee and it's delicious, but that's not what you get if you buy it on the doorstep. I cannot drink Rington's coffee. We've probably still got jars in the pantry, and I just won't touch it. It's been gorgeous here now, going back up to the 80s. Well, when I did that vlog, the sun was warm. It was lovely. Even if you weren't in the breeze, it wasn't so hot that it was uncomfortable. I find that I walk quicker if I'm comfortable. And my walking wasn't anywhere near as bad as it's been. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad. But then we had a nice cool breeze, which went with it. So I just love sitting at that place. And the fact I could do it without too much aggravation from tourists. It's very bitter coffee. Yeah. I mean, I could drink it, if I'm staying somewhere and somebody has Nescafe, I can drink it, but... So, if there's a chocolatey nutty one, eat that on my behalf. Chocolatey nutty what? Chocolatey nutty anything, actually. Smooth and creamy is good. Yeah, the trouble is I drink coffee black. And I don't know, if maybe people who drink white coffee will disagree with me here, but I think when you drink coffee black, you can't hide any of the sins. It's got to taste right. Then somebody makes me a white coffee, I have to put sugar in it. Because it's better. I like coffee that roughs me up a little. Try Vietnamese coffee, right? The only coffee that does actually wire me and keep me awake. I used to get it when I was a student. I had to pull all-nighters. Vietnamese coffee. John Boy's fasting but cheating. That didn't compute this morning. That did not compute because John Boy has his meals like clockwork arranged. And even if he hasn't thought of it, it's instantly, I've got this in the freezer. And all of a sudden he's talking about a 24-hour fast. And it's like, who are you and what have you done with John Boy? Who's not eats on purpose? I can't even diet. Chocolate nuts is my favourite. What did somebody mention this? I think it was sponge. What are we talking about? Oh, Turkish delight. I did not know you could get. Was it pistachio Turkish delight? I've got to find me some of that. Hell yeah. Hey Pam. Kitties and I just woke up. Oh, yeah. I've been sitting this morning for a little bit on the Facebook Reels, and they're now giving me all sorts of kitty. I shouldn't do it because I get more and more broody wanting one. How long's it talking about? Is this good enough for me? Yeah, I mean, at a pinch, I can drink coffee. I do like tea, but I rarely drink it these days. Because two with a cup of tea, Sarah wants a biscuit with it. And although, yes, I have biscuits with coffee, it's not the same. Tea was made to dunk biscuits in. Michael, you're supposed to drink it, not wrestle it. Oh, Mike's tough. Mike likes a challenge. It's funny to see. There was, no, actually, I haven't been in Discord yet, but on Facebook. Oh, kitty pictures. Don't do this to me. Sherry Ann, hello, sweetness, how you doing? I love slogans like that on the mug. I do want to do a range of mugs, so if anybody's got any anybody can think of any things that we say, I could put on a coffee mug. That'd be awesome. Sam Hain, afternoon to you. How you doing? How far behind am I? Oh my goodness, I don't think I was that far behind. So sorry, guys. Crow in the chat. One of my giant bears curled up next to me. Oh. Yeah, the fur baby's been killing me, actually. I'm like, oh, you would love my coffee. It smacks you around and talks a bit rough to wake you up. Well, bit of rough coffee. Italian coffee. I adore Italian coffee, Pinky, but I do drink it when I'm in Italy because, you know, you have to, and I love it. But for some reason, Italian coffee is the only coffee that gives me palpitations. It's because it's good coffee. It's one of the reasons I don't drink much tea, because tea gives me more palpitations. I ain't drinking caffeine-free coffee, by the way. I'll drink caffeine-free tea, decaffeinated tea, but not coffee. Don't see the point of drinking coffee without any caffeine in it. Cry in the chat. Get some cat poop coffee. No, thank you. Bones you can get ground. Oh, I'm going to have to look into this Bones coffee because I keep seeing it mentioned. Put it in my notebook, so I've got my notebook out. I have to investigate Bones coffee. Thought it was monkey poo coffee. I've been drinking Wicked Wolf, which is absolutely fantastic for the darker roast. Ooh. Put that down as well. Not with the pen I've just used, though, because it's like a bloody Sharpie. Hang on. Pen. What was that? Wicked Wolf. Maybe I'll, especially once I'm on camera, do some coffee tasting, I think. We have coffee club here, and they have nice coffee. I know I'm obsessed with coffee. Me too, but not that anybody would have noticed. It's lovely and sunny here, nice warm wind. That's what was happening yesterday. Well, actually, yesterday it was a cool wind, but not too cool. It was just enough to keep me happy. Black coffee or nothing, yeah. I can only drink it black. I mean, if somebody accidentally puts milk in, I can drink it, but I have to put sugar in, and it's a bit sickly for me. The only white coffee I drink is I treat myself every so often to a gingerbread latte, which I adore. But being lactose and tolerance, as Phil would call it, I can't overdo those. What? God, I have so got to get out more and lose weight. I am now down by 1 stone 12 pounds, so it's becoming noticeable now. That's going to help me if I can get the weight down. Real white espresso. Oh, see, I love an espresso, but the trouble is, if you're in Italy, they think that what you should be drinking is espresso, and I do love espresso, but I drink it like a shot, sort of down in one. I don't sip it. They don't like it if you order an Americano, you know, but they last longer. Miss Mayhem, getting ready for work. Woohoo! Vimto isn't cheating. I like Vimto, but I couldn't drink a lot of it, said she with a bottle of dandelion and burdock next to her. As long as the monkey one isn't labelled Justin Monkey Coffee. Monkey, but it comes in a knitted bag. I've seen it. Just to get rid of my squidgy belly. I need to exercise to get rid of mine. I've actually thought Caroline's idea of now I'm in the bigger room, getting a I've got to have to wait till after I've got the computer, but get an exercise bike in here. Sherry Ann treats herself to Bones Coffee as well. I've got to try this stuff. I'm going to make that a priority to try Bones Coffee. Supposedly 1 or 2 days of fasting it will help get rid of torso fat and help your metabolism. I know, but come on. How do you live without food for 24 hours? I like a super wine biscuit with coffee. There was only one coffee I had that was too strong for me. I can't remember the name of it. The only thing I would say about me, and I don't know if it's age, I don't know if it's symptoms, I don't know if it's a after effect from the last bout of COVID that I had that gave me the COPD. I can't drink coffee as strong as I used to. I still drink it stronger than most people, but I've noticed when I'm making it at home, I'm not putting as much in. I'm finding it too much, which is awful, but put a coffee rating in your mug. Actually, I might do that. Actually, if I get the Bones Coffee, if I order the Bones Coffee for the Debunked magazine, which comes out towards the end of October, I could do that. It would go well in the Debunked magazine. Weather here is back to normal, cold, wet and windy. Actually, look, it looks like today's like yesterday here, but I think we've got rain tomorrow. Into autumn officially. I always have black coffee. Me too. Vimto is cheating. Why is Vimto cheating? Is it the bubbles? Vimto's some food. Water only when you're fasting, John Boy. I think that's what Spanish is leading up to. Justin comes in a no dad job. Justin could market his own paranormal monkey coffee. I would actually love to market fantastic coffee. Too much to do it though, but it is possible for me. In fact, I might see if I can do a quick range for Christmas to do a fantastic coffee scented candle. I can get coffee scents for the candles, but oh, it would be awesome to have my own coffee brand. Maybe eventually, you know, could have a fantastic coffee. So, did you want me to make adjustments to your superhero? Because I can add things. Sandra's been helping me with the superheroes for the yearbook. There probably will be. I'll message you back after. I love my little penguin sidekick though. I've got a penguin sidekick, my superhero. Best enjoyed in the jumper. Anyone tried green coffee? What? No. Had a load of tuna mayo butties. Here's the problem I'd have, John Boy, and I am being serious now. Because I don't normally eat breakfast. I eat more breakfast watching you in the bloody morning than I normally do. I can go nearly all day without eating anything. But as soon as I start eating, my stomach says, oh, I'm eating now. Keep going. So I'm not sure that bulk eating before 24-hour fast, that probably just make me worse. Doctor said it would be good for me. Usually makes me worry. So Sponge is being very strict with me. Yeah, don't argue with Sponge. Keeping you right. You're going to ignore her anyway. Just don't eat after 7 p.m. I can't eat meals. If I haven't made a meal before 7, I can still eat in the evening, but big meal, no. If I'm really hungry in the evening, I have cereal. My art channel. Thank you very much, Mike. I've got some videos to put on that. John Boy may be squidgy, but I can be very firm. My sister grows her own coffee, very labour intensive to process, very limited production. I love a smooth cafe. I mean, I do know one or two channels that do their own coffee, but the amount of investment you'd have to put into it. It would be something if I was feeling, say, if the channel ever got bigger. It would be something I'd seriously consider. I would actually love to have my own coffee brand. So when you're fasting, you're still drinking certain things and allowed bone broth. I would have to ask my mum what else. I mean, I've gone through phase. I mean, when I was ill last year, when I was in the hospital, before I actually went in, I hardly ate anything. I was actually having to make myself eat something, so I had some food. But no. My problem is if I fasted, and I'll be honest here, if I fasted for a day, I would be eating double the day after, so there probably wouldn't be a lot worth it. I know it's to do with the metabolism. I had a takeaway last week too. Still 4 pounds away from target. I'm sticking to a once a month treat. Good for you, Anne. Besides your tenacity. I need to be friends with your sister Caroline. I'm already subbed. I was going to suggest bone broth to you. Very good for the gut. There we go. Bottom of the chat. Look at me. Look at me. Let's see if I can bring up on. Oh no, I haven't downloaded it yet. Hold on, give me a sec. Let's get where's Peachy. Save image. There we we go. Back to StreamYard. Look at me doing all technical. This is amazing. That's not the right button. Oh, I ruined it. That's the right button. Image file. Let's see if I can find which folder I put it in. That'll be the trick. There we go. Is that cool? Yeah, that's the prototype for. Look at little Peachy Penguin. Peachy Penguin's right next to that picture on my desk. What Sandra sent me. Peachy Penguin as a sidekick. Me likey. I swear I put a good kilo on in these lives. Yeah, I bought a little bit too much snackage with me today, so I only want to know what I'm going to be putting on in this life. With my diabetes, my doctor said not to do fasting since I would go hyperglycemic, and that's not a good thing, really. Yeah, you've got to be careful with it. Do it properly. I've lost a little more than 5 stone over the past year and a half. Serving size has been the key. To be honest with you, I mean, I need to cut down on the sweet stuff again because I've lapsed a bit. But the key for me for keeping weight down has always been exercise. And of course, I'm screwed at the minute because I can barely walk, let alone do any exercise. Caroline, send me coffee, please. Yeah, anybody that has any suggestions? Actually, I need to put I need to put the top hat on her in. Do I need to put the top? Would she have a top hat? My character usually has. I suppose that would make her fantastic. Lamingtons. Oh, I haven't heard a lot about Lamingtons in ages. They could buy it. Mum uses a pressure cooker. Scully Pop, hello. Scully Pop, I'm crap at commenting, but I do team rewatch your lives. I love the way you put your lives together. I think they're really creative, really suits my artistic sides. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Sucker for me too. Me too. I've been for a long time. I've got quite a few penguins, and I love my little peachy penguin that's on the desk. He is awesome. Call him Peachy. Obvious reasons. There we go. There's the countdown. Little pirate penguin. No. Do you know the weird thing about that is I did a while ago when I first came home with illness. So we're going back to 2012, 2013, around that time. I actually signed on, so I kept going. My national insurance kept being paid while I was setting the business up, and that actually allows you to do free courses and just pick and choose which local courses you do. And I did what was supposed to be a children's book illustration course, and it wasn't. It was didn't say what it did in the tin. It was about writing the story. But I did write a story for that, and ironically, it was about a little boy who wanted to find the greatest treasure in the world. So he built a little pirate ship, and he has a little pirate penguin travel with him called, I think it's called the Penguin Tarquin. So the fact I've got, picture of a little pirate penguin, I absolutely love for that. can make your own lamb with top pot or pirate hat. Well, I think that I don't know, because probably for me top hat, because it's what people are more used to. But keep the pirate hat for the penguin. Or try both. Listening to me, Ma. You treasure. How are we doing? I'm diabetic, so low carb, high protein, strictly for my diet, but I do allow a sweet treat here and there. See, that would be where I'd run into real trouble if I was told low carbs. Because potatoes, mashed potatoes especially, and rice and pasta. Oh, I don't know how I'd do it. I don't know how I would actually cook without them. Where's this white button thing? I don't know. I think it's underneath the title. Don't know if it does it on lives. It does it on. Did it on one of my videos because I think it was Carla. Pushed the hype button for me, which was amazing of her. Cry in the chat. With diabetes, you do what the doctor says. Yeah, you're supposed to do it with COPD as well, but I've really got to get my act together. Crow came into my life. Did I mention it? Hi, everybody. John Boy was live this morning and Crowgate crashed. And John Boy has just made life miserable for the rest of us. Oh, I've got somebody famous in my chat. Don't encourage him like that. We have to put up with him. I'm famous. YouTube star. I missed my opportunity, actually. I should have said, oh, it's Seg here. By the way, Seg's live tonight. And if you're UK, bloody respectable hour and all, it's 10 p.m. Seg's live. I haven't got to wait till 1 o'clock in the morning. Did he cause mayhem? He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. He was absolutely shameful. You know what he's like. Oh, dropping names, yeah. Can I just get some credit here because I said how awesome you were, John Boy, to him? Oh, John Boy's lives are really good. I enjoy being in John Boy's lives. See, I would be in trouble. I would have to look into it if they ever said no low carbs for me. My sisters wouldn't even make me a cup of coffee, let alone give me some. Oh no! Like you in Shape. Shape's just put out. I think it's the CJ Faison that Shape's just put out, which actually was that Seg's last one as well. Actually, no, Mystic. He was very well behaved. We called him famous. We all called him. Well, I didn't. Just for the record, I didn't. I said infamous. There was a difference. Yeah, I know. I have got to. I'm going a bit backwards at the minute, so I've got to get my act together, and that's why I'm thinking about the bike and stuff. It's also why I'm really pleased about the cooler weather, because I was finding it much easier to walk yesterday. I noticed that if it's cooler, I walk quicker. And I can walk more than 20 yards without stopping. So, yeah. John Boy, the hype thing, you have to scroll across the top a bit. Seg's got me setting my alarm clock for 7 a.m. Seg's horrid. That's where's my that's just embarrassing, just for Sandra. Don't stop believing. must find that Insuency spider clip, actually. John Boy's Lives was a lot of fun. John Boy's Lives always are fun. I actually have been John Boy's. I was sorry I missed it yesterday. Being, asleep. But, yeah, and he interacts with his chat, and, there's a lot of the usual faces in there. Apparently I missed it this morning, but apparently he's got a troll. And everybody's waiting for him to come back, the troll to come back in so they can play with him. So thanks for I can even go live. I'm very grateful. Anytime, John Boy, anytime. And I know that works both ways. You're very supportive of me as well. Try and get to your next live, John Boy. Trying to think of the time. Yeah, because it would be evening for you. So I'm trying to remember to hide where I can. You don't. Yeah, I know. I haven't spotted it yet. So we do need to spot our John Boy. If you're not sub to John Boy, please show him some love. See if we can get him over the 500 in the next month or two, if not sooner. I wasn't functional. I'm never functional. Turkish trolls, Turkish. I've been crocheting so much. I've got trigger thumb wearing a brace. I used to get that with PlayStation. Which hand would it have been? It would have been the left hand, wouldn't it? I always get sort of calluses on the thumb. Sponge, is that different to your not usual trolls? Trolling John Boy's chat was going on about hairy girls. Sponge, the hairy you are, the more welcome in John Boy. You go for it, sweetie. Try different times. You might find, especially with the nights closing in and weather being more all over the place, just booyah them. That's John Boy's link. Thank you, Mike. And don't forget to check, if you haven't already, don't forget to check John Boy's channel for his vlogs as well. Really like John Boy's vlogs. He's still going to Lake District this week. He was saying that everyone blocks him because he's Turkish. Hang on. Although it wasn't Turkish. There's one that went into Raven's live a couple of weeks ago that thought nobody was speaking to him because he was Russian. It's like, nobody knew you were Russian until you said. I'm sure nobody knew this guy was Turkish till it says it's in his name. Yeah, the smaller channels, it is nice that they've done that, YouTube. Is the right thumb. Yeah, on the PlayStation. Gosh, so long since I've played, but the one that you're using the most is the left hand control bit. So never a problem. I've hyped all I can. I don't think I've hyped anybody, so I need to sort myself out now. I'm going to Windermere on Friday for the day. Love Windermere. Did one of our spa breaks near Windermere. Fingers crossed for the weather for you. Peachy, my armpits are hairy. Does that count? I'm sure it does. In fact, I think that would make you his favourite. The lakes is beautiful. Loved my visit there. Yeah. Problem with the lakes, it's a bit like here, is you kind of have to find time when it's not clogged up with, visitors. I think that was the last time I was there. Actually, was on that spa break. And because it was a spa break, I'll be honest, we spent most of the time in the hotel. It wasn't because he was Turkish; he was just being creepy. Yeah, it's always one. Uh, Sandra, where did you go through the change? Um, Raven said to him, "I don't think that's the reason." Yeah, Raven doesn't pull her punches when she's dealing with trolls. It's like Mike. I've seen Mike do that as well. Um, especially in Seg's chat. Seg will get the occasional troll in. uh, it's fun to play with trolls. They hate it, actually. They want you to be all upset and offended, and so just play with them and takes the wind out the sails. 3D Afghan. Sandra and I quote: "New Zealand has beautiful girls. Turkish girls are hairy, but they're okay." I sent photo documentation of my weight loss over on Facebook. Awesome. He tried saying that New Zealand girls are pretty and not hairy. He is wrong. My legs need a weed whacker at the moment. I've done 20 squares. I've got to stop. This winter, I promise, Paula, I will, because I also have a winter project. Because I do have all the stuff. I will start seeing if I can crochet something. Tic Tac Troll. Just hit 100k views, 110k views. That is good. You do really well on your views. I don't know what your hours are, but you must be doing okay on your hours, John Boy. I can't remember what you need now. I think it's 3,000. It's still chilly in New Zealand, isn't it? Actually, both the Aussies and the Kiwis came in saying that spring was hitting. Love spring. Does sprouting whiskers on the chin count? Hair's hair, whatever it is. How do I find my hours? Be in your studio. Actually, if you go into on the panel on the side and where it says earn, you can check how many hours you've got, where you are in terms of monetization. And I mean, it's 500 for the subs, but it will tell you where you're up to on your hours there. That's the earn tab. Pinky says that's where my legs look like spider legs. Do you like winter hats, Sarah? I do. You have to here. You absolutely have to, because you have to keep the heat in. I mean, you hear me pissing and moaning about the cold, but the problem here is we don't tend to go sub-zero very often, but where I am, you're either getting the wind off the North Sea or you're getting the wind off and coming all the way over from Siberia, Scandinavia, or you get the wind over the hills, Cheviot, and either way, it is bitter here when it's cold. It's a fairly unforgiving county in the cold weather. The only thing I'm bad at is wearing gloves. But I have to wear fingerless gloves. I can't bear. I do have some arthritis gloves somewhere. Let's try and find those for this year. I haven't crocheted anything big in a while. I've been making fluffy cat toys. And donating them to Rescue We Foster For. They sell them at their markets or send them with the kitties. I'll say some of the kitties will love them, won't they? Don't forget my chest hairs 3 and counting. Yeah, that is a wonderful thing to do. Um, no hairy nips, Sandra, just me there. Sponge and I will be rising stars in John Boy's next life. Yeah. Hit him with. Sorry, take that down. I don't need that on at the minute. Just hit him with. Give him as good as he gets. You know. I don't like it when people do that. You know, it's like the guy that went into Ravens. Oh, you're just doing that because I'm Russian. Or you're just doing that because I'm Turkish. No. You know, doing it because you're an ass. Nothing to do with nationality. That's global. The ability to be an arsehole. 1482 hours. I need half of that. Yeah, I actually found. You'll probably find that'll go pretty quickly, John Boy, because you did have a few in this morning actually watching. So you've caught the gamers starting to lurk. Because I think that's roughly where I was. That was without going live. Last year when I started, when I didn't bother trying for monetization until I'd hit my 500. And that was actually why I made the decision to start going live, was to get the hours in. You'll find those hours will build up. I would guess that by the time you've hit your 500, you'd probably be pretty close on your hours. I don't have hairy nipples. Good to know. Hairy Brigadier Knight. Oh God, no sponge, clear on the nips, all on the chest. What's happening to my chat today? This is John Boy's fault. He's alive. John Boy, that's amazing. It's a shame that troll wasn't in when Crow was in. he'd have behaved like a bloody cat with a toy batting it around. Australian had a troll. Yeah. It wasn't well, not to that extent. But it was. I don't think she's had one to that extent, but she did have somebody coming in. I'm sure it was Raven that had somebody coming in saying that people weren't speaking to him because he was Russian. People like, you are? I'm sure we said hello. Say hello to everybody coming in. Thanks, Sponge. There's not a lot I can do. So this is something I also make some artsy stuff and donate it to the table for or auctions. Yeah. I made a huge crochet blanket last year. Started with the granny square and kept going. Now it fits a super king bed. One of the reasons I actually wanted to learn to crochet is one, I kept seeing what people were doing, making I want to crochet little dolls and things, but I have a crochet blanket that means everything to me. That was made for me by kind of my third grandmother. I'd kind of had an unofficial set of grandparents up in Orkney, and just some of the squares are starting to come apart. I wanted to be able to fix it, so that is a good incentive for me to learn. Caroline, don't make me send you proof. Terry, hello. You sneak in. Sorry, I missed you coming in, darling. So cool. I'm not good at granny squares. The granny squares I've got, the squares on the one I've got are the ones where it's not. They're like the ones with the holes in, not sort of solid crochet. So some of them are sort of coming apart. I want to be able to. It's not bad, but I want to fix it. Sandra, I'm innocent. Sarah said it's John Boy's fault. Yeah, let's blame John Boy. I hate making blankets. Patience for saints. See, if I could get into the habit of it, I'd do all right, because I'm somebody who can't watch TV without doing something. And often it's artwork, but it would be nice to have something to do, sit in front of the telly. I have a quilt my great grandma made me. I love it. Yeah, I love the one I've got. And it's beautiful as well. Beautiful colours. I'm okay with you spamming Sarah. It's all John Boy's fault. Saying John Boy. I done now. So just roll with it, John Boy. You can't win this one. The Freddy film Crow put on was great. Did you find Rex the toy from the new Nightmare film? I actually need to team watch the Freddy part of that live because I was so exhausted. That's why I didn't wake up to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was up for the live. I was already up, and I knew he was going live, so I watched the Halloween one, which especially at the beginning, I actually thought it was really good, that one. But shortly into the Freddy one, I was just thinking I just can't keep going, and I had to go back to bed. So I need to watch that Freddy one. Did see enough of it though to see the face and to see the makeup, and it looked amazing. I hate squares, but this 3D. Yeah, so Carla's been putting the 3D on Facebook. It's really good. Yeah, Jumbo, you're doomed. Roll with it. Welcome to having a channel where you have no control over the chat. I'm an expert. I tend to crochet one-off pieces. Some are in the Discord art section. Dragons. I need to get back into Discord and have a look at some of this stuff. My wife did macrame curtains a few years ago. Wow. Macrame, sorry. That's me reading phonetically. Jumbo Sarah was saying what's happened to her chat. Blamed you. Crochets. I have seen some amazing crochet pieces. Which I hadn't seen that sort of stuff when I actually got the crochet stuff. Like I say, it was mainly for the blanket. But yeah, really like the look of it. Go in the chat. What's Terry said? Hang on. Crow the chat, so I missed some. What's that say? Ami Gurumi. I don't know what that is. Mystic Japanese crochet. Japanese crochet. Really? Crochet toys. See, I mean, I have seen over the years some crochet toys. That's actually what I'd like to be able to do. But I've got to learn first. Yeah, that's always my first protocol with anything. See if YouTube have got tutorials on it, and no, they have. So that is what I'll be doing. Going on YouTube, getting some how-to tutorials. Leon, am I supposed to be uncontrolled at the moment? I missed that memo. You're in my chat. It's always uncontrolled in my chat. So I rely on the mods. I'm lurking, but just to keep you at speed on my part, I've just lost over 2 stars. Oh, Blaine! The last 16 months, my legs, armpits have been lasered so much. NASA wants to know how it's going. Thanks for the update. I really need to lose weight. I'm sure it would help health-wise. I didn't know that. My daughter makes all that kinds of stuff. I am blocked, but we'll look for you, Pam. You blocked? I make a really awesome. Oh, don't tease. Love my dragons. Love them. We still woof you, John Boy. John Boy, you would not get that kind of grief if they didn't like you. You get a whole different type of grief, or just wouldn't see them. Children of the Crow, aren't we all? Sadly, I'm an admin on there because there was one this morning, Peachy. I actually left. I'm going to get into trouble for leaving it. Couldn't bring myself to delete it. Favoritism. I know, favoritism. I don't know what to do on Facebook actually at the moment because they're taking the chats away. And that's where we put links. We allow links. I really don't want them in the main feed again. Go in the chat, go in the chat. Go in the chat even more. Does this mean I'm going to catch up? Oh, but my Facebook due to family. Yeah, I am. I've had several different Facebooks, just kept chopping and I don't now. I've had the same one for years, but when I used to be teaching, because I wanted to keep it away from work. John Boy's chat is his harem. Harem. There you go. What did I do? Oh, there was a link. You posted a link, sweetie. I've left it because it was. I'm going to argue that it was. Nestro's got rid of it. Provoke discussion. Don't worry about it, sweetie. Honestly, don't worry about it. I have created a John Boy dragon. He is blue, dark blue and black, walking along a beach. Oh. I was crocheting myself a blanket. I quit when it was 12 feet long and 8 inches wide. See, something like that would be the kind of thing I would do thinking it was a good idea, and then I wouldn't have the patience to finish it. So I think with me, it needs to be, you know, things like toys and stuff would be perfect for me. I taught myself to crochet from an old book. Didn't realise I learned the British stitches until I messed up several US patterns. Oh no, there's a difference. A typical. We're global now. Come on. My stupid nose is trying to. Oh no. Same palm. Didn't know they were different. My grandma taught me at 5 years old. My grandma, my mama was a wonderful knitter. Don't remember her crocheting. It was my unofficial grandma that did the crocheting. And she was amazing at it, actually. She was an amazing knitter as well. But I never took to knitting. Lady break. Back in a minute. Bye, Mystic Mima. Thank you for being here, sweetie. You take care. I may have to have an intermission in a minute to make another coffee. So I can boil the kettle. Maybe I should just move this kettle so that I can turn it on when I'm live and it's not right next to the microphone. That would probably help, wouldn't it? My sister crochets too, and she says there's a difference in stitches in the US. She does some here and some over there. It's confusing. Double crochet is a UK single crochet. Just somebody being awkward. Find knitting harder. Yeah. I prefer the idea of crocheting, to be honest. My grandma taught me to do chains and little flowers. Awesome. I would literally be starting from scratch. I was in a quilting class that was step by step. I ended up with a Picasso quilt halfway between a square and a diamond. See, I would love to actually do stuff like that, but because of the arthritis, I used to do embroidery. And when I used to say embroidery, I used to embroider jackets, nerdy stuff. But it just hurts the hands too much now. I could crochet. My friend is incredible. She crocheted Henry VIII and all the wives. crochets me Christmas decoration every year. There's an idea for next year. I don't normally go with Christmas decorations for the business because you've got a small window to sell them, but I like that idea. Leanne, you have a certain set of skills, just like me. Let's not go into expand your skills too heavily right now. I do creepy embroidery. I know, I'm just shocked. Yeah, I love doing the embroidery actually, but I just can't. I just can't do it. So, but I also paint jackets and stuff. So I went back to doing the hand painted jackets when I was still on the market. Double crochet, treble crochet. Started doing the doll dress toilet roll covers in my. Oh, I remember those. I'm not good at knitting. I tried making socks and one fit the other. Came up service size. I made everyone a COVID Xmas decoration in 2021. People do machine embroidery now. I know it's not. It's not the same. Not the same. I love the leather painters. Yeah, I've got 2 years ago. I actually bought a lot more bags, and because of problems with the market and the weather, and it just never worked out. I've got about 12 that never got painted. I've also got a ton of glasses ready to be engraved, and they were all from that time, so they're what I call dead stock. So I can actually put reasonable prices on them because I've had the stock forever. But yeah, I've got. I'm going to be putting. I'll put them on the art channel when I'm painting them. They're really good faux leather bags. The ones I've already used and sold, so the type, good quality ones. So I'm going to be doing some more. So keep an eye on my art channel for those. Yeah, need to see some of those. I thread crochet Christmas angels and bells. Haven't made them in years. The only thing I used to do when I was on the market, like I said, I don't think it's worth it because certainly here you have to sell Christmas decorations sort of mid-October to end of November because I can assure you around here by 1st of December most people have got the Christmas tree up. And the only thing I used to do is I used to be able to, but you get them on Amazon, you can get these sort of clear baubles that you can put pictures in. But they were the only ones I did. Terry did all the little Father Christmases have masks on. Oh, yeah. They have masks. I love that idea, COVID decorations. I have a look in my photos. Yeah, dig them out if you've got something, Elaine. That'd be awesome. Crochet snowflakes. Lady Break done. I'm back. We're talking about Terry making COVID Christmas decorations in 2021. To catch you up. No, it was the actual COVID strain thingy. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. I know last year in the debunking community, several creators did Halloween stock, but I don't see the point in that either. It's just one day. Plus, for me, it's kind of Halloween-y everything I do anyway with the artwork. So, That is funny. I do. That's really tickled me. That has really tickled me. Let me get the banners because I'm going to go into intermission in a minute. There we go. So I can boil the kettle. Yeah, so if for merch, for things like mugs or t-shirts or anything like that, I mean, I am setting up other sites as well. Anybody's got any suggestions? Because that's the main reason I've been adding, apart from the drop bear, which I've got ready. I don't know what else to... Amazon Etsy, I don't make making stuff for craft sales. I donate to the rescue. Then I don't have all the work of having a table. Can't do... No, I can't get out now, which is why I really need to... And I need to do it before the end of this month, really kickstart my online selling. Because I can't get out now to do the markets and fairs. Because I need a cuppa. Can't make you like that tickles me. That is my sense of humour, Terry. I love that. So you do something with a certain debunker that has embroidered eyebrows. What did we want? I'm sure we've made a request for a certain debunker, and I can't remember what it was. That you should do a certain debunker. Right, I am going to put a video on. I'm going to make a quick cup of coffee, and then I'll be right back. I'm back. I have coffee. I have hot coffee. Hang on. Get back to where I was. Sandra Peaches, Lady Breakdown, I'm back. I think I said that at the time. It's the actual COVID. There we go. COVID. I bet you look. Yeah. Definitely my sense of humour. Oh yeah. Embroidered eyebrows. Awesome. I only donate people do not want to pay what costs it may. Do you know something? There are several charities. I used to until this hit, and I just couldn't do it anymore. I used to help out with our local British Legion, and there's a lady locally who every year will make over 1,000 poppies, donates them for the charity to sell. It's actually a good way for also to sort of give to charity. You know, it doesn't always have to be money. That can actually be more useful for them. Burlap wall mask. John Boy's Dragon is in my folder on Antiques Discord. Let's have a look at that. With Temu Wish and the rest of the discount places, there's no market anymore. I mean, it'll be interesting because I really have to get my business back up and running properly because I need the money. But it'll be interesting to see how I cope with it now. But on the other hand, what I would say about some of the discount places, if you need materials, you can actually get stuff, especially if it's things like me painting the bags or the glasses, etc. I mean, engraving glasses, to be honest, the cheaper the better because you need it to be thicker so they're more sturdy. It can cut down the cost of your materials, and if it cuts down the cost of your materials, for me, I know not everybody would do it, but for me, it means I don't have to charge as much for the final item. That can help. What I would say about online though is you can put more money on Etsy than you can on eBay. People on eBay just want stuff given away. Don't have Discord. That sounds awesome. Got the banhammer. AI is killing crochet. Really? AI is a different animal. Carla said gorgeous crochet comes up in my feed all the time, but they're all AI. Yeah. Oh, so yeah. In terms of examples, but that being said, doesn't mean you can't make them. I mean, as an artist, I wouldn't sell anything AI. I mean, whether it's on my merch or whether it's my stuff or whether it's even in the magazines, there's no AI in there. But if you know how to use AI properly as an artist, for example, it can really help with the ideas and the shapes and the forms. It's a quicker route than, you know, if I say need a body shape or, you know, patterns or, I don't know, colour, testing colours out and things, I can use AI for that. Otherwise, trying to search for days for pictures. Which of these characters is Kenny Biddle? I think he had a notebook and pen. Dream Crusher. People are trying to sell AI patterns. Well, that's not going to work, is it? People sell anything. Yeah, what they're using the AI as the finished product, and then pretending that the pattern is what's going to produce it. I find people are more willing to buy the crochet things from the rescue for more. Yes, if you, it's funny, because when I was helping with the British Legion on for Poppy Day, I used to do stints either on the market or at one of the local supermarkets for people donating, and you don't have a price. For example, for the poppies, you suggest £1. I've seen people pay a tenner just for a basic poppy. People will be very generous and donating it to charity if it's something that they feel very strongly about. Um, yeah, that's to me. If that's what they're doing, if they're sort of selling a so-called, hang on, oh no, it's okay. That's chat. Um, if somebody is selling a pattern and pretending that the AI image is the result, to me, that's fraud. That's fraud. You need to show that the pattern works in real. Um, isn't crocheting with thread called tatting? I didn't the thread. Um, I'm not a pattern kind of crochet. I look up something and make it up as I go. Always one of a kind. Well, that's the same with me. It will then I use something as a starting point, but then it just goes into my style automatically. Yarn places in the UK and Canada will no longer sell to the USA. Oh no! We used to have a wool shop here, but she retired, so and I think a lot of the local crocheters and knitters really suffered for it. There was a full-length hoodie with crochet feathers. It was gorgeous. Oh, I use yeah. It's. I mean, I can't speak for all artists, but ever since even before I knew I could draw, I also have these images in my head, and I know exactly what I want. I can visualize it, but transferring that to paper used to be very difficult for me. It's still not easy. So it's how you use AI and how, I mean, I can use the prompts now to pretty much get what I want. So it's me telling it what I want and then me then transferring it to the way I do something. I try and make odd things. I'm now thinking of going into, gaming characters. Shame Raven's not in. I can make a hoodie with feathers. Yeah, you see, if you're a crocheter, you're going to spot the AI straight away. I can do it with artwork. Sure, Elaine can. It's an instant. No, that's not. And I see it, by the way, when I'm looking through things like Etsy. I can see it. It's like because I'm in the process of putting together colouring books. And so many people use AI for that. And you can. I mean, the AI I use has a section that you can do colouring pages. I won't use it, but and you can tell straight away it's AI. Instant. Sell though. Would have cost a huge amount to make. It's down to the ground gorgeous. So yeah, that's the thing with things like crafting. It's the cost of materials, isn't it? It's hard to find wool here. I don't know where they find it now here. I don't think we've got a wool shop anymore. So I'm guessing that's the trouble when shops like that close down. That's when people do start going online. Wool warehouse in UK. My other grandma tried to teach me to tap with a shuttle. I was all thumbs. I don't know what tatting is. It's called tatting. Oh, well, yeah, that would. Hang on, I know what you mean. Now I've seen it. Yeah, God, uh, I didn't know there was a separate name actually for it. Just let me find an image that. Um, this one, and I'll show it. StreamYard, share. That's. Oh, the picture's not really big. That's tatty. Yeah, you kind of associate with things like doilies and stuff like that. But you're literally using needle and thread. I mean, that must. I couldn't even begin with that, even if I knew how to do it with my hands. Same there though, because I'm sure that they can use machines for that, and you can tell the difference between something that's been hand done. Useful for information. It has this place. Just wish people wouldn't be using it for things like. I just wish people would use it. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm trying to flex more with my artwork again, but for the amount of stuff I put out, whether it's lives or whether it's videos, I don't have time to do my own illustration all the time. I mean, I'll show you the intro to my. I know I haven't uploaded it. Next live, I'll show you the intro. Well, you'll probably be out by then. The intro to my zombie video, which I've put onto Patreon. Actually, I've actually done some live drawing on it to try and sort of bring the drawing side back in. I am doing some artwork for it, but I haven't got time to do every single thumbnail or every single. And I'm not the type of channel that's always about looking at another channel, so using that as a thumbnail, for example. And I actually love the look of the AI on the YouTube channel. I think it suits it. But so people get all critical of using AI. I mean, it looks far more professional than some, rough little thumbnail. Isn't going to grab attention. I'm sorry, it is, but it's how you use it, and I can assure you, for the business, including the merch, it's all me, all me. I think it was Mrs. Geek, Pam, that saw the little dolls she was making. I thought, oh, they're cute. I wonder if I could sort of make one or two little voodoo dolls. It's kind of the inspiration. And I think she's self-taught, and she picked it up very quickly, I think. I can make pictures on AI Gemini, but how do you make moving pictures like you? You have to make, I make the AI picture first, and then there's another program I use that animates the picture. And the reason I actually started using the AI program, the animator, is I'm doing a secret project that I need it to be all of my own artwork for it. And Patreons know what the project is, but it's a piece that it has to be all me, and it needs to be animated. But the only problem with the animating programs is they don't really like artwork. But I certainly don't like drawn artwork. They like it to be as real as possible. But I have learned that I can probably do it if it's a bit of a pain for me, but I can probably do it if I paint it rather than draw the images I need for this this project. So making doilies, put my artwork into Grok to animate it. It's when they post an AI image and then don't send anything or send a pattern that's nothing like. Yeah, well, how can it be? How can the pattern? They even know the pattern works. You can't prove. You've got to prove the pattern works by producing one. You just have to. Yeah, people will say it's real. Um, damn it, dolls. Damn it, dolls. What are damn it, dolls? Let's have a look. Let's have a little look. Um, damn it, dolls. Damn it. Damn it, doll. Let's find an example. So it's basically cloth doll. Okay, let's see if I can share that. I don't know if this is a good example or not, but we can give it a go. So a lot of folks use AI and make incredible things. There's nothing wrong with it as long as as long as you say it. You know. I don't like I don't like it when people say, "Oh, you shouldn't use AI at all." You know, it's like anything. It's how it's used, and be open about it. I've started a pattern before, and then what the heck? It's missing parts. Yeah. I thought you said helmet dolls. I was confused. No, damn it, dolls. I have a little voodoo doll from beaded voodoo doll from somebody sent me from New Orleans, which actually I'm not sure where it is. When I find it, I'll take a picture of it and put it in the Discord. Look, my little voodoo doll. I saw a kitten picture that was made by AI and it looked so real. The person was claiming it was their actual kitten. It was obvious AI. If you look at it right. Yeah, I mean, I go through those reels on Facebook way too much. And you can tell when the stuff's AI. I see quite a few animal ones where they'll do these little stories, rescuing something, and then but people in the comments will say, "Well, hang on, that was a different colour in the last shot." It's almost like bloody paranormal, isn't it? It's difficult to believe what you see anymore online, including video. It's not good. I don't know what's written on that damn it doll. Actually, I think some of them seem to have this text on it. Do you reckon? Whenever things don't go so well, do you want to hit the wall and yell? Here's a little damn it doll. I can't barely read this. That you can't do without. So grasp it firmly. I can't read it. You whack it and say, "Damn it, damn it, damn it." So it's basically like almost like a stress doll, isn't it? That's what damn it doll is. Oh, the sun's pouring through my window. I'm getting boiling now. Yeah, we have a very creative community here. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'm going to turn the fan around a little bit. I'm hoping it doesn't affect you. Pinky, I saw the scam koala. It's cute as heck and definitely a scam. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, what's that taking me? An hour and 41 minutes. Thank you, Leanne. Oh, I've still got intermission on. Let me take intermission off. There we go. There's a certain time when the sun starts to go down that it hits this room full blast, and I'm sure the temperature in this room has just gone up about 5 to 10 degrees instantly. Thank you, Pinky. Yeah, I mean, on Sunday's live, we got a lot of beautiful suggestions from the community, by the way, for the yearbook. And Sandra's been working on some of those superhero monikers. What else did we have in there? Oh, I'd like to get the award. Maybe next Sunday. Might start thinking about the awards. I belong to crochet groups where AI is not allowed. Quite right. I mean, you know, if you're going to learn a skill, whether it's art, whether it's craft, whether it's writing, whether it's crocheting, whatever it is, it has to be done honestly. I don't know how else to put that other than that. It's funny because I sometimes use, and it's partly laziness to be honest, I'll sometimes use ChatGPT for sources that I can go and research. And I remember looking at it one day thinking, oh my God, I wouldn't want to be teaching now. I mean, I can spot something that's been uploaded from the internet instantly. I was so used to doing it as a lecturer. You know, somebody's cut and paste from Wikipedia or whatever. But with things like ChatGPT, I just wouldn't know where to start now. I know you can research, but God, people need to do things for themselves. That's great in the winter, not so much in the summer. Yeah. It is cooling down, and I am going to have a problem with this room in about a month being too cold. But yeah, suddenly got bacon in here, so hopefully the fan's not in the way too much. I'm on the same Facebook like that as well. AI is changing the world. It is. It definitely is, and but it's like anything. It can be used responsibly, but you have to be honest about it. But it's not going to. Here's the thing: it's not going to go away. It's just going to get more and more. What's the word? Advanced. It's going to get more and more like that. And we have to be able to deal with that. It's not going to stop. I mean, at the moment, for example, with AI images, they have it built in, which is why if you can look at AI images, even the ones I do, occasionally I miss something. You know, if I produce, the program I use will give me 4 at a time. And often I can't use 2 of them because there's 3 hands or 3 legs or something. And also you'll notice fingers, they don't always, a lot of the time they don't put 5 fingers on. And that's partly inbuilt to separate it as being AI from being the real thing. But that'll slow down. And sometimes I've had something that I've downloaded that I want to use for a thumbnail, and that's happened. I have the skills in Photoshop to just correct it. You know, it doesn't take much of a correction. So when I'm stuck and have nothing to make, I ask my friends' teenage daughters for inspiration. Always helps to have other people you can bounce ideas off. I've never understood anybody who keeps everything to themselves. I mean, I've got stuff planned for the year, but I've done it on the Saturday. I've done it before on the channel. And I'm literally like, look, guys, help me with the superheroes. And I literally filled the page of the notebook um, on Sunday. Um, I made Carla some fun things. She will post pics later. Awesome. Oh, is that what's just gone off on my? Yeah, yeah. You're always going to get irresponsible ones. But do you know what? To those people who draw, paint, craft, crochet, knit, whatever, do you know what will happen? And I think is already happening. Is the more that it's obvious that something's genuine, I actually think it might help the market for that because there are so many people, understandably, who are against AI. Um, we always need those traditional talents to be there and for people to still be doing it. Um, Mariah's got computer problems. Join the club. I was playing with an AI generator and the mistakes were hilarious. Yeah, but some of them are done intentionally to point out it's AI. For example, you can't put any words in. It's very unusual for it to spell anything properly, and it does that on purpose. Uh, Mariah is live after me today, by the way, guys. Probably, I doubt I'll go straight up to the wire, but UK time she's live at 5, so midday East Coast. Hang on. We're the middle of the night for the Aussies. That'll be 2 in the morning, 4 for New Zealand. But she has got a live today. So, and also don't forget that 10 a.m. UK, 5 p.m. US East, and 7 a.m. Australia, so 9 a.m. New Zealand. Seggy Weggy's live. Means I don't have to have a power nap before he goes live, which is awesome. Um, 2:48, yeah. Yeah, I finally, Caroline helped me work out what time the New Zealand was. I didn't know if it was 1 or 2 hours. It's 2 hours beyond Sydney. Truly global. Elaine, I will do doll size first. That's not, that way I don't waste yarn, especially black is hard to work with, I'll bet. Pinky is awesome. We shared Pinky's channel today. Somebody put Pinky's channel in the in the comments, please. Please go and show us some love. Just with artwork and some music. She's got an awesome community song on there. Setting my alarm now for Seg. Let's hope Seg's set is. Because that'll be, if it's 10 a.m. for us. Yeah, it's doing an early, for him, he's doing an early morning live. Oh, Wayne. Hello. I put Sponge back in. Hello, Wayne. Lots of love and hugs to Pinky. Absolutely. 71 minutes to a cult knife. Yeah, she's just after the hour. Whoop whoop, Wayne's in the house. That's quite good actually, because I haven't planked anybody today, so it's good to know that if I want to, I've got Wayne here. Just saying. Actually, did we have? Yes, Wayne wanted his. He wanted Crystal to be a baddie in the superheroes. By the way, you're going to hate Crystal. Shh. I think Crystal's fighting tomorrow. Caroline, if you click on Pinky's name, it should give you a drop-down list to take you to a channel. It's a benefit of being a mod. Sega's too early for me. Oh no. Just plank me anyway. I will actually, because it'll be nice and refreshing, because this room suddenly got bacon. There you go. My next song is about dragons, and we'll have beautiful dragons. Oh, New Zealand scenery in the background. Oh, please put the South Island on there. No, don't worry about it. It was me being a very, very bad admin because I couldn't bring myself to delete it because it was you. That is going to get me into so much trouble, by the way. Because I normally zap them. Thank you, Caroline. There's Pinky's channel. Join your channel. Yeah. I think it's tomorrow night. Crystal's wrestling. So me and Raven again. Oh, thanks. I'm not cross, Sandra. It's more politics in the chat because I'm in there because it opens the floodgates. I'm a bit worried though because Facebook are removing the chats where we put the promotional links. So I'll have to have a chat with Crow what we do about it. Just stop people posting links completely, I suppose. Other than crows. I have a slight headache. Oh, has he got a slight headache? So I know that. I know you know that. Sorry. I'd actually just remembered it. I have done that. I know that as well, Caroline. And the number of times somebody said post the link and I've gone and searched for it. And when I finally found it and about 3 other mods have already posted the link, I thought, I can just click on the name. I suck. I'm a better mod when it comes to just zapping people who are causing trouble. My puppers want their dream bones. Put them in the comments. No, the trouble is if we put them in the comments, it just gets flooded with people just self-promoting and just using, you know, we've worked hard. I mean, Debbie, myself and Mike a few months ago made a concerted effort to sort of, before Crow came back, this is to actually get Children of the Crow back up and running properly again. Which is why we put the 5 posts a day restriction and everything. Just get people to interact with each other, you know. So we what I actually did was I put a promotional links chat in, which most people sort of have done it, but I don't know why Facebook have done it. I can't get a proper reason out of them, even when I've looked into it. We've just got, oh, they're just removing it. So we're just gonna have to, and it's a shame because people need somewhere to put a link in, you know. But it got to the point it was happening so much, Crow wouldn't put his own links in. I kept saying, it's your page. But yeah, one goes in, the floodgates open. Have you tried pinning the link in the comments? Oh, on here. Actually, I'll do that. Let's. Oh, I can't do it on. Hang on. Hold up. Where's me? I've got to go to YouTube to do that. Uh, Pin message. There we go. There's Pinky's link at the top. Pinky, I'm really enjoying your channel. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Like I say, I felt bad because it was you. Must be that time of the month. You're syncing it with Crystal, Wayne. We try pinning it, yeah. Just done that. It's all right. It's all right. I'm not cross for anything. It's more that other people will see it and think, oh, well, you know. And I could name some of them. Been doing that on Bill's various streams. He thinks I'm amazing. That can cause trouble if you want, Sarah. I'll let you know. I have to behave myself on there. Unless it's a troll crow. I don't behave myself if crow's in. So I'm doing some luck. Hang on. I'm trying to work out BPHUKR. I don't know BPHUKR. Bristol. I don't know. It's done bots. Yeah, I think Seg gets some bots because often at the beginning of Seg's lives, I see one or two that I'm sus of, and I keep an eye, and nothing tends to come of it. They tend to stick around if they're real people. Oh, the comments on here. Yeah. Problem with me at the minute is you can't do it in StreamYard. I have to go over to YouTube to pin a link. But as I don't pin that many links, but as I don't use that many links in my chat, I need to. That's good, actually, Sponge. I really need to stop doing that. Ryan, hello. How are we doing, sweetie? How are you? I don't know who they are. Investigations used tap was I was busy thinking of buying our cat a DL60 to play with. That's a very expensive cat toy. Try and get it for under $1,000. I'm missing Crystal. Crystal is fighting. Is it Florio tomorrow? I'm sure Crystal has a match tomorrow night. Crow popped in the live yesterday. Me and the guys did fun one all things weird chat. He's getting around, isn't he? He was in John Boy's this morning. Yeah, I've been in mine. I'm not moaning. Yeah, he mentioned this in his lives. It's not a secret. I'll tell you who else's chat he went into earlier in the week is Ghost Theories. He went in and gave some grief to Ghost Theory. He said Puerto Rican was in there, so it's just crows who are probably hungry. I'm back. Couldn't we have another community page for links? Yeah, I think I've kind of been ignoring my Facebook page. I think I'll just send people over to my Facebook and just say, look, link who you want. It's because I spend more time in crows, to be honest. Should I change my channel name? Something easy to find. It tends to go. You could try. What tends to happen though, Pinky, is when you're just starting out. Oh, actually, Wisdom changed his. Wiz changed his because there's another Wisdom. So I think he changed it to Wisdom Music, and it's been so much better for him. You could actually do that. And then, you know, if you've got somebody like daft like me who forgets that you can hit the name, that would be useful. Yeah, try changing it. But when you're a new channel, it's more difficult to go up in the search anyway. That's what I'm saying. I actually benefit because apart from the Uncanny Academy, which I have no problems with, which is my art channel, all of my channels have Fantastique in there, and that brings me up quite quickly. Crystal, we will be recording something shortly. Sorry for the delay. YouTube has been playing around unsubscribing newer ones, yeah. It's doing that again at the minute. I've noticed that with mine. My puppets have sneaky balls to play with that light up. Doing good. New computer is working, trying to reinstall. Not working, I assume that means. Oh, can't wait to get mine. I have electric fish for my cats. Not working. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah. To be honest, feel free to kick our asses. Raven would probably shout at me if she was here for saying that. I see that Amy and Joe have been another new toy in EV. 3 settings, 1 and 6. Oh. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I ditched Facebook altogether. To be honest with you, Simon, the only reason I'm on is because I'm admin on Crows. I forget I've got one sometimes, but I think I will go back. I'm just going to go into mine and say, look, if you want to post links, just go nuts, and it'll counteract Crow's page when they remove the chat sections, because that's what I've got on mine at the minute. It's in a chat section. I'm just going to say just post. There's so many channels named Crystal Balls. Is there? Would it help to put crystals balls, as in S on the end of crystal, just to separate it? Tons of pinkies on YouTube. Yeah. Crow changed his. It's not spam now, but Crow's second channel used to be called Crow's Other Channel. which I actually love that name. But if I was trying to get it in search for a link, you get so many. You get all you get is Facebook, YouTube channels that are to do with crows. I locked down my Facebook after. That's the problem. Facebook is a minefield. Sponge, I still have to catch up with Amy and Jared's videos. That sounds hilarious. I was getting random nudes, got bored. Yeah, YouTube has removed my memberships from certain channels and won't link my payments at the moment. Really? It's all in the hands of it. That's the problem with Facebook, because I had one channel. I have got quite a few Facebook accounts. They're dead ones. It's because I used to game a lot on Facebook. So I used to, instead of paying for extra stuff, I used to switch accounts so I could keep playing the game. nothing wrong. Just that's why I did it. Also changing as I moved around. But one of them has been hacked and taken over, and you cannot speak to a human being on Facebook. I could not get it back. I wasn't bothered because it was just an old account I used for gaming. There was nothing on there that was worth anything. The only thing I used mine for was car club I'm in, but I got bored with them too. See, I started with Facebook when I was still living down in New York, and I was keeping contact with everybody at home. But even Messenger now, that's why if people message me on Facebook, I'm sometimes a bit slack in responding, because I use Instagram for messages now. There are other options now. Crystal balls are popular, yeah. But your crystal is special, Wayne. She has a zzz. John Boy, yeah, yours will. Ryan plays with his crystal balls a lot. Good to know. Thanks for sharing. I have Crow's links on separate sheet, copy and paste them. That's not cheating. That's doing it properly. I just never bothered to do it. It's because I don't do the mod linky thing unless the content creator asks. To me, that's not what unmod is. I meant the rest of Sarah. All AI's fault. Whoever. Yeah, it is, and I'm not going to say which match it was, but there was one of mine and Raven's match where we got flack for winning by the opponents. So it's like, God, I was sitting here, got no control over it whatsoever. I have two accounts, one personal and one for the pain support group. Well, that's just worth reinforcing then, isn't it? Because I would have thought if you typed in crystals balls with an S on the end of crystal and a Z on the end of balls, that should come up fairly easily. Let's have a look. Yeah, comes up straight away. So, yeah, that's the way to do it. Get rid of some of these pictures. Let's take that overlay off. There you go. Yeah, all the links Crow's asked me to put on, I've saved, yeah. Honestly, in Crow's, because if you or Raven are in, I know I'm not going to get there anyway, so I just kind of assume. Unless I kind of psychically know what he's going to be asking for. Yeah, I'm not going to say which team it was, but yeah. Apparently we're cheating. I wish. I wish I could. Do you know, it would be great if Spaghetti could actually sort of write the storylines and have them happen a certain way. As soon as I feel a tad better, you got to take care of yourself first, Wayne. And seriously now. I'm also playing with my wand. It's crappy weather. He's playing both his wand and his crystal balls. Lots of people use the cheat sheet. I have mod on my phone, so I can't. I can't mod on my phone. I tell the other mods I'm on my phone. Phil goes nuts with me for it. I'm on my phone. Oh, so I'm doing it on my own, am I? Yeah. I can't be trusted on my phone. When your health is the most important, absolutely. He says it's up to the AI. That's not your fault. Yeah. It is. It's up to the gaming. I also think that it's probably a case of because we are undefeated at the minute, because we keep winning, it probably strengthens the characters. So if I'm taking the piss and accusing you of cheating if you win, that's why. Don't take offence, please, either of you. I have a log. I try to mod on my tablet or phone, so I never get anything in time. I noticed that actually with I don't normally get a lag on the computer, but I noticed that in Crow's Live yesterday or the day before that people were commenting on what Crow was saying before I'd heard him say it. I must have had a lag, which is unusual for me. But Crow's like me, so he doesn't want masses of links in the chat, just specific ones asked for. It just disrupts chat, that's the main thing. And unless you do what I've done with Pinkies, which is a good thing that Spander said, and I've done it with people before, if I want to specifically shout somebody out, pin it at the top. Because the chat goes so quick. People aren't going to... It's like Mariah's going live after me. I'll ask for the link to be put in towards the end of the live. Nobody scrolls back up to find a link. I have Krispy Kreme donut left, Carla. You can have. Oh, fine. I'll have a chocolate biscuit. That's right. I'll tell you what I haven't had in a long time is eclairs. I have to get me some eclairs at some point. I need another way of making a living work. So, they weren't giving you grief again, Andy. That's I'm unemployable now. I've been for a long time. I've always been better working for myself. I know you'll find it hard to believe, but I don't tolerate idiots, especially when I'm working for them. Still trying to figure out this mod stuff from learning from you. If you want my advice on being a mod, actually look at my mods. Mods aren't there for spamming the chat with links and grabbing attention. They're there if there's any trouble. And they're there to put links in if when they know that they're needed. But it's about protecting the chat. For me, good mods will that they'll protect the chat. My mods have on more than one occasion, I haven't even noticed it myself, and I'll find out afterwards that somebody's been timed out or whatever. You don't want any drama in the chat. Now you have to go But you have to go, and this is what mistakes some of the other mods make. You have to go by who you're modding for. For example, I mod for Crow, and I'm a mod for a few people, but I mod for Crow. I know what Crow is and isn't going to want in his chat. I mod for Seg. I'm learning with Seg because I haven't been moderating him for that long, but I have spoken to him and I know roughly with Seg what he wants. You know, it's different with each content creator. I'm sure Caroline mods differently in some ways for Adelaide than for me. So just be there for the people in the chat. And for me, the most important thing is the people in the chat get protected. And most people in the chat don't want to see people coming in causing trouble. And I've had flack in the past, you know, timing people out for that. But there was a live stream a few months ago, not mine, somebody else's, where there was a lot of aggro, and I could see some of my regular chat members getting really upset about it. And because nobody was going live after that live stream, I actually went live just to try and calm everybody down. You know, people just want to come in and chat with each other and, you know, you guys know. But in terms of being a mod, know what your content creator wants and just keep the chat happy. I don't chat if it's going too fast. I'm not on my PC. Lord help me tomorrow night. I'll save it for you. Oh, okay. I have nearly 50 subs now. Oh, good. Good. It's up to you, though. You got to keep them there. That's the biggest mistake people make. I'm not saying you would, by the way, Pinky, but people think a shout out's enough. It's not. You've got to have people going over to your channel and thinking, oh yeah, I like this channel, I'll stay. There's frequently a lag on Crow's chats. I have to see people answering quiz questions before the question is asked. Weird, isn't it? I mean, sometimes if I'm got it on my phone as well, I can hear that there's a lag, but it's normally on the phone, not on the computer. They're not playing fair, no. Get them Ko-fi today. Yeah, when I have the I took my buy me a coffee link down because I felt bad because somebody said, "Oh, we can't afford a coffee at the minute." But I have Ko-fi, but I use the buy me a coffee because it just suits me. Because me being coffee obsessed, it's the same thing though. Cat in the house. Hit the like. Hit the like. Or she'll not be happy. Right, it's okay on the PC. I think it depends. Yeah. Normally on the PC it's not. But it was only a split second. It wasn't like a big lag or anything, but there was a slight lag on there. Mods rule, definitely. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Cats. When I mod, I always warn people before I mute them. Yeah. You get the occasional one that is, if it's really, really, really offensive, you just zap them. But, you know, you try first. And sometimes, because I often will start with deleting a comment, by the way. And then I will put why I've deleted the comment. You do get people who'll do it again, thinking it's funny. But, yeah. Unless they're being really offensive, I would say comment deletion. I'm not at work at the moment looking after Steve. They have 5 cases of COVID and 1 case of rhino flu. Way too risky. Trouble can ruin the flow. It's supposed to be fun. It really can. It really disrupts chat. And to be honest, that's why I don't like the links. Masses of links that disrupts it as well. pace them out. I'm not saying don't do them, but pace them out. If you spoil the vibe, you're out. Yeah, we're under pressure as content creators to keep the live going, but we need the chat to be engaged as well. And when you disrupt the chat with a comment or aggro or something, it really can knacker it for everybody. No problem. But if any more advice, I'm sure any of us you can ask. Do you give them like one warning? Yeah, I mean, I've done it. I've seen Mike do it, Caroline do it. Just tell people to calm down. You don't have to be. You just say, everybody wants to enjoy the chat. Sometimes you'll get somebody coming in from another channel moaning about that channel, and you're like, don't bring somebody else's drama into the chat, please. High risk of pneumonia or lung infection. Oh, that's not good. Gotta keep him wrapped up. Sub to Pinky, awesome. I don't have a real channel. It's still a channel. I want trolls and goblins. Makes it more fun when they come out from under the bridge. Oh, it can be entertaining. It's a bit like the one John Boy gets. I'm surprised he's been in more than once, because he just gets played with. Because he's dealing with John Boy and Spange and Raven. I may be guilty of chat side quests, some just fun, others I tried to get them to Discord or messages, doesn't always work. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with sort of going in and saying, can you send me a message or something? It's just, I always sound sometimes like a little bit too strict with it, but got to think of the flow as well. Check out Cat's home video. There you go. There you go. More fur babies for me to look at. Asian flu is like a cold curry. So we've got bird flu gives you wings. Wayne. Sub to Cat. Pinky sub to you. I was going to make a comment about rhino flu, Sandra, but I've changed my mind. I do have a couple of really cute vids of a kitten nursing on a 12-year-old 70-pound pit bull. Silly kitten who got a great home, though. Don't hope I'll get booted. You won't get booted. That's the thing, when it's people you know. That's the other difference, Terry, is there's going to be people in the chat that you know. So you're going to know how to handle them, even if you think they're, you'll just say, just calm down with it. But it's when somebody comes in that you don't know at all, they're the ones that you have to, if you don't recognise the name and they come in, they hit the ground running being troublesome, they're the ones to keep an eye on. I give up, so I'm eating homebread split pea soup, pumpernickel bread with homemade butter. Bull flu. Just be house without them good. Do you know something, Mariah? Problem with technology is it's technology, and it drives me nuts when it doesn't work. I'm not savvy enough, and often it's something simple, but I'm not savvy enough on the technical side to cope with it. I was being nice to the troll and John Boys, and that's why I said New Zealand's a pretty. You said, see, handled with charm. My chat just jumped. Hang on. Got Sarah and Pinky a couple more subs. Awesome. Carla. No, hang on. I'm not seeing any links in chat. Is that what you were saying? I'm using. Yeah, I only put them in specifically. Do you want me to? Hang on, just give me a sec, and I'll switch. Oh, this is why I need two screens. Just let YouTube catch up. I'll switch the link. You can only pin one at a time, unfortunately. There you go. There's Kat's channel at the top of the chat. 55 now, Pinky. I thought I was pretty good with computers and stuff. Took 10 years break. No, nothing. That's the other problem, isn't it? Because the other thing, when I got the laptop before this, I'd been using a Mac for years. I had to learn PCs again. I mean, when I get my new computer, it'll be a PC. It's up there now, yeah. Yeah, you can go live, Pinky. 50 subs. Spongy's too busy thinking about trolls. And how to give John Boy grief next time he's live. Yeah, I've just switched it from Pinky to... I've literally just done it Spanned. So I have my old tech mostly. I'm actually wondering if I can get my Mac to start again, because it would be so much easier for doing the videos. You don't need a camera. I mean, it's because of my computer being crap that I'm not on camera, but get rid of this. You don't need a camera, you just need a mic. You just do the avatar like I do, like Crow does, like, well, Seg does sometimes. Doing my head in. No. Cute animal videos are the best. They definitely are the best. We need to go see it. So I've been going. It's coming up to 4:30, guys. Can somebody put Mariah's link in the chat, please? Mariah's going live in half an hour. Sometimes she goes live a little bit before when I've finished. So hit your notification for her. She's live after me. No, Kat, it's fine. It's fine. You are so supportive of this channel. And, you know, cat videos, always promote that. And I'll get myself over there when after the live, sub to you as well. I have a phone, yes. Don't have to be. No, you don't. I mean, you know, I've done it like this forever. I want to go on camera. I'm hoping to be on camera by Halloween, but that'll be whether I can afford the computer or not by then. But there's nothing wrong with doing it this way. We've got Mariah's link yet. I was going loopy, no comment. I think we're all going loopy. I think we're all beyond it. My face isn't in camera for anything. I mean, I need the camera to work. I mean, it's less to do with having the. I do want to. I'll probably do what Seg does, to be honest. When I'm finally on camera, is I'll be flipping between the two. But I need to get back to the art lives, the art streams. So, but at the moment, it's not even worth doing that because there's too much lag because of this computer. Everyone's dips. Give me a sec. Right, in terms of me, we'll get Elaine's link. We'll get Mariah's link in the chat in a minute. But in terms of me, my next scheduled live is Saturday afternoon. I'm going to be talking about big live, talking about the magazine. I'll probably do a Sunday afternoon one as well. If I do another one between now and then, I'm sorry guys, it will be a Booyah live when there's a gap. Might be a members, but there might not be one if I'm putting the magazine together. So just keep an eye. So, anyone with their nips, isn't it your side hustle? Blaming John Boy for all this. All this support is really helping me emotionally, which means so much. No problem. Absolutely no problem. I don't mind being on camera gaming or out and about, but just not sat there on my sofa. Yeah, I mean, the other reason I hadn't gone on camera anyway was because when I was in the small room, I was literally just sitting on the bed. Whereas I have got the space ready here. You do see it sometimes when I go on camera for a vlog. I've got the whole setup, and I've got another light now, so I should be okay. So if somebody can throw Mariah's link in the chat, Occult Life, that would be awesome. And then I'll see if I can get some fresh air actually, because it is baking in here. It really is baking in here. Edit your profile. It's funny when you did it before and was waving. I've got a little spare room that would make a great little studio. That would be awesome actually if I had a separate room. But this room's about twice the size of the other one. So this room is actually in two halves. Half of it's a bedroom and half of it's an office. Thank you, Caroline. You are a treasure. There's Mariah's channel. Her notification's just gone out, but go over just in case she does go live. It's a guaranteed train wreck. I'm sure it'll be fine. Some of my funniest videos have been too explicit to load for social media. Really? I find that very hard to believe. It's thing is with a live, there's just no telling. I mean, was it the last live I did, I think my video cut out, so I ended up having to put another one on, and a number of times I've gone live and people have said, we can't hear you. It's because the mic's on mute. Crow does that as well, so you know. And then he's only been going for 6 years. Wayne needs an 18 plus Discord. Oh, it reminds me, I've got to get in touch with Crit Walker. Finally logged off from work. Will move my armchair and watch Mariah on the TV. May put the sleep. Sorry. So you've got Mariah on in just under half an hour. Also, you've got Beardo on at 7, and you've got Seg on 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Sega's live at 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. US, 7 a.m. Oz, 9 a.m. New Zealand. Look at me getting it. Okay, on the note of on the note of moisturiser on nips, Wayne's World. Oh, that's funny. See, this is where you come for your ideas. You come to chat. Um, this is just, it makes me only better. I fell asleep during Crows yesterday. I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. So I need to go back and watch the Freddy section. Who here would ever think of getting offended? We're all a bit spicy here. That's the other thing, when you know which chats will put up with the spice and which won't. By the way, no one has to shave to join my gaming lives. I'm being progressive, Bobby John Boy. Wayne's World is the name of my radio program. Right, guys, I'm going. I know that you're chatting away. I'm sure you can actually go into Maya's live and keep going with your conversation, guys. Thank you so much. It's fun live. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Toodle.
Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on.